Hey guys, what is up? It is me, Gothic Gamer, Josh Collins, and welcome back to World of Tanks. Now, recently the game, a while back, I'm not going to say recently, quite a while back it feels, World of Tanks received a new update, basically changing the name to World of Tanks Mercenaries. We got a lovely new garage with actual animated humanoids there in the background. And well, you really call this a garage anyway? I also added in a completely new tech tree. Once again, this is old, and they're all these tanks. They're just mix and matched, literally. However, this video isn't about them because I can't drive them. I'm not paying gold for those tanks. Instead, we're doing a tank that's been in the game for a while now. It's the Soviet Valentine II. It's actually British. It was actually given to the Soviets as part of the Lend-Lease program in World War II. Now, I'm going to try and make this as a more advanced kind of World of Tanks video compared to my previous ones, in the sense that I'm actually going to try and review this thing as best I can. So, on my laptop right now, I have the stats for the British Valentine, and we're going to look at the stats for the Valentine II, and then we're going to go into some games. Just before I get into this, I'll have you know, this is my Seal Cup. This is my proper Seal Clubbing tank. Like, it may not be the Seal Clubber's tank of choice, but it's mine. It's my Seal Clubber tank of choice. Because it's... well, this is where we'll start. Compared to the Valentine, which sees tier 6 tanks, this tank only has 60mm of hull armour at the front, and it's going to go up against tier 6s. That's like KV-85s, KV-2s, Churchill Mark 7s, those kinds. Fireflies with their 17-pounder guns. So in a tier 6 game you would expect this machine to struggle. The Valentine II only sees tier 4 tanks. You will never get this thing into a tier 5 game or tier 6 game unless you fail platooned. I don't understand how, but that's the sole reason why this is my Seal Clubber tank of choice, because it's a tier 4 light tank with heavy armour for its size, and it only sees tier 4 games. It's brilliant. The only tanks you need to be wary of, obviously, are tanks that can mount howitzers, such as the Hetzer, the Valentine AT. You get the idea. Okay, so first topic we're going to cover is the gun, the firepower. So it gets a 45mm 20KL. It's okay, 45mm. That's a Russian gun though. But you can compare that to looking at the damage. It's basically a 2-pounder gun. So for comparison, we'll compare this to the 2-pounder gun on the 2-pounder Mark 10. God, I'm stuttering a lot. We'll compare this to the 2-pounder Mark 10 on the original Valentine. So, rate of fire, 28 rounds a minute for the 2-pounder Mark 10, or for the British, I'll just say British and Russian for reference. So this is Valentine II is Russian, the British is the Valentine. So the British has 28 rounds a minute. The Russian only has 26, but that is still good. 28 and 26, they're both faster than every other gun choice for the Valentine. Penetration wise, it's 1mm better than the 2-pounder Mark 10 on the British. I don't know why it's only 51mm, but you know, you'd have to do something with the penetration anyway, because this thing only sees tier 4 tanks. Damage, on the other hand, oh no, hang on, I've read that wrong. The 2-pounder Mark 10 actually has 78mm of penetration, and the damage is 50, in comparison to the penetration 51mm standard ammo, and only 47 damage. That is very, I just have to say this, that is very precise. That's very strange. Yeah. Aiming time, 1.7 seconds. That's for the British one anyway. It's pretty much 1.7 seconds for the Russian as well. 1.71. That's the fastest. 1.7 being the fastest of the 4 guns you get. And accuracy, 0.41 accuracy. That's basically IS-7. That's always my comparison, because the IS-7's accuracy is 0.4. So this thing is less accurate than an IS-7, but oh well. This thing wasn't designed to snipe. Trust me. Okay, next we'll look at the turret. Well, the turret is only so much you can say. 65mm of turret armor at the front, sides and rear. 48 degrees a second turret traverse though. That's, well, the standard turret on the British Valentine is 44mm degrees a second, whereas the upgraded turret is 40. There's no difference in armor. You just get 10 more meters for your view range and extra weight. Whereas the turret traverse speed is faster. It's 48 degrees a second. And the view range is 340 on the upgraded turret. This is 350. What the actual fuck? Okay. Okay, right. Engines next. Let's just move on to engines. 140 for an AES A190 engine. 140 horsepower. That's not bad. Considering that it beats out all but one of the engines for the Valentine. The only one being a tier 5 engine that gives you 25 more horsepower. That's that's not too bad. So far, it's looking pretty much in favour for the Valentine II, considering it's Russian as well. You know, tracks, there's not much you can go on here. You know, the traverse speed 50 degrees a second, whereas the best tracks you can get for the Valentine for the British Valentine is 42. What? And then we get to the radio, which, what? 570 meters. But the top radio on WS number 19R, the best radio on the British Valentine's tier 7, and it's only 450. What the, oh my god. Okay, I forgot you can look at the tiers on these, but bloody hell. So it's a tier 2 gun. That's pretty much on par. The turret's tier 4. The engine's tier 3. Suspension's tier 4. But the radio's tier... Oh my god, okay. I don't know what to say. What the actual fuck? Right, enough of that. Let's just go into some games. Okay, White Park. Not a bad map, especially given the Valentine II's mobility. Just because the engine's high powered compared to the British Valentine does not make it a fast tank. It still has a lot of armour. Right, DW2, M8 Scott, Covenanter, Luchs. The Luchs could be a problem for me. SU-76 could also, M37, the M8 Scott. But this tank is not a sniper. This thing was designed to take them head on. So any chance I get, I will attempt to refrain from showing them my lower glacis. This tank already feels overpowered because of the crew I put in. It's a rank 7 crew. Oh god. Oh, come on. Yeah, this gun's pretty bad as well. But, oh no. I need to hide my tank. Right. Hi. Hi. Yeah. This is bad. My armor must... Especially, I was expecting the M8 Scott to have the, I was expecting the M8 Scott to have the howitzer. I was not expecting the 70... Was it the 75? With a 3-inch? Oh, the looks over there. Wait over there. Ah! Come on. Yeah, he's there. Oh, it's on fire! Oh. Poor fucker. What a poor fucker. He's got the premium loaded as well, so I think he's got the 5cm gun. If he spots me again, I'm firing. Oh, when my 6th sense goes up, I'm firing. That was a literal fire and forgive moment for him. There he is. Go on, poke out again. Oh, lucky fucker. Oh, Jesus. I don't think he's going to want to poke out anytime soon. Oh, why am I giving him my lower glacis? Oh, no. There he is. Gotcha! Next target. There's only 3 tanks left. I can start loading the... Oh, shit. Oh, he missed. You botched that, mate. Oh, I botched that as well. Go for the ammo rack. Come on. Oh, I have the premium loader for the dustpan and brush wagon. They're obviously struggling with them. As long as he's not looking at me, I'll be able to get him. Oh, move it! Unbelievable. Oh, he's got the gun for it. Yeah, he's got the gun to finish me off. Yeah, he's got it. Oh. Just when I tried to show you how good the armour was, I meet an M8 Scott with a 75mm gun, and I wasn't even looking at him. Oh well. Ah, Tundra. It's a nice close quarter map. Hopefully, the enemy team will be a little... Well, I mean, I just hope there's less penetrative tanks on the enemy team. What we got? A Sal 42, Panzer 38, another Valentine II, Su-85B, Sal 40, Panzer SFL 4B, and M3 Stuart. The Sal 40 is going to be a threat. Su-85B is also going to be a threat with 38 NA. Pretty much, well, every tank I see is a threat, but those tanks are pretty much, they're going to be bigger threats. I managed to get this thing down to 2.19 seconds. That is not bad. Also, this thing is completely impervious to machine guns, as far as I'm concerned. You can afford to ignore tanks with machine guns if you absolutely can. If you feel that you can, then do it, by all means. You have got the turret traverse to end up looking at them once you have dealt with any other threats, such as this guy. I'm just praying now. This is where that perfect damage comes in. Oh, good shot. Whoever set him on fire. He was obviously going for artillery. Now, if anyone else is coming this way, which I don't think they are. There's the Valentine II and the Stuart. And the Sal 40 and the Sal 42, the French platoon are probably on the far side of the map. So I don't think I have any reason to load premium other than to see an Su-85B. Oh, lovely. There we go. He's got the gun to penetrate me. Oh, he's missed. Oh, I've missed. Oh, he missed. Yep, this game's over for you, son. Oh. Right, there's a Panzer 38 NA coming on. He has the machine gun there. Here comes the M3 Stuart. I'm in the open here as well. Oh, Jesus. He hasn't seen me. He hasn't seen me. Now he's seen me. Oh, just blow his track off, please. There we go. Burn the repair kit on artillery. Whether I win or lose this game, you know, end of the day it doesn't matter. As long as you have a good time. It's something that is very rarely gained on World of Tanks these days. Right, where did that artillery shot come from? There it is. He's not looking at me. He's fired. That's the one thing I would change about this gun, is the damage. Come on. Don't capture our base, you bunch of pussies. Wow. They actually believe in capping the base. Very cool. Mind you, it's not like they would have reached the base anyway, so it wouldn't have made a difference to them. Shots fired 27, 18 of them penetrated and 23 of them hit. There's only so much you can do with the gun because of the damage. The maximum time in queue for battle has expired. Select another vehicle or try again later. Well, I'm not going to select another vehicle, and unfortunately I'm not going to try again. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Yes, it was a World of Tanks video, but you know, there's only so much I can do in War Thunder without getting my ass handed to me by the PC people. So yeah, I will see you guys in the next video. Stay tuned.